Yeah, are you able to see my screen, guys? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you can see here, this is called pyramid testing. Okay. This is called
Pyramid testing.
pyramid testing. Okay. So in this pyramid testing, what are all things are there?
Unit testing.
End-to-end
Integration
testing,
testing.
unit testing,
End-to-end
integration test,
end-to-end.
system test,
Yeah.
functional
UI testing.
See, already we
unit test,
have
unit test.
covered these two, integration testing and unit testing already we covered, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, here end-to-end testing is
End-to-end test.
okay. So what is meant by end-to-end testing? What is meant by end-to-end testing? So end-to-end testing means testing the application from beginning to ending. Okay, testing each and everything. Okay, each and everything, pin to pin, each and every functionality, every feature, every component, every workflow. Okay, so what are all things are there? Such type of testing is called end-to-end testing. Okay, in this end-to-end testing, there are other two types. Okay, so
Yes,
what
sir.
are those means?
Alpha and beta.
Yeah, alpha and beta is there, and one more thing is top to bottom and bottom to top.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
what is meant by top to bottom means same thing. You need to start from the beginning and go up to the ending.
Driver course.
Okay, similarly, bottom to top means do the workflow with the reverse, because it is a software. We don't know where it will be give the break. Okay, where the functionality will be broke. We can't predict and we can't judge, right? Hello.
Yes. Yes.
See, if you are driving a car, so most probably what we will do, we'll keep a first gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear, and we'll do the top gear and we'll go forward, right? Right?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
here,
sir.
what we are doing, so does the car is shifting the gear and moving forward or not? So we are beginning from the first gear and going up to the top gear, right? Right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Similarly, if you are going from the top gear, if the traffic is there and everything, so automatically what you do, you will shift the gears from the top gear to first, right?
Yes.
At the time also your car has to work, right?
Yes, sir.
Right? So in case if doesn't work, so do you happy with the vehicle?
No, not at all.
Okay. Similarly, the applications softwares also same like that. See, I will give one example for this. So everybody of habitat of doing online shopping, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So most probably nowadays you don't use for the time of a big billion sale or Amazon sale. So you will go and search for the products which are having more offers, right?
Yes.
So it is human tendency. Okay. So at the time, what you will do? You will start the browser, enter the Amazon URL, and you just log in with your credentials. Okay. Then you will search for the product. If you search for the product, if you are satisfied with the price and the discount, you will add that product into the cart, and you can search for the coupons, whatever you have, and you can verify, do you get any discount basing on the bank or credit cards what you have, and you have a eligibility or availability, you will avail for that, then you will add into the cart. Sorry, go for the payment, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then once the payment is done, your product is placed or not, you will verify that one, right?
Yes, sir.
So once the order is placed and everything, then you will track whether
The
your
order
product is
shipped or not.
should be delivered by on which date.
Which date?
Okay. So every day you will get a notification, but even though our brain will not be calm, so automatically you will go into the Amazon site, you can track where is my product, at which place it is, right? Am I right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So in the middle of the time, okay, one of your friend or one of your well-wisher or somebody will suggest, boss, this is a Dabba product. You are unnecessarily you purchase this product. So try to cancel it. So here what you are doing? You are doing the reverse. So you are canceling. Your order get cancelled. Okay, your payment has to come back, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
so the next time whenever you go into search into the product should not be added into the cart, right?
Mm.
So again
Yes, sir.
you are able to search similar product or any other product without having any objections, right?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes.
call end-to-end testing. So I have given few scenarios, which generic scenarios which were using without knowing, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this will be happen when the application is implemented with one feature. Okay, functionalities, they are implementing functionality wise. So we need to test the application one round of testing. Okay, so as a good tester, so what is your good practice was whenever if you are assigned to any project, okay, so after coming to the office, just apart from your daily rotational works, just do one round of application entire thoroughly. Okay, so yesterday you left the office by 6:30. You doesn't know what happened to the server, even though if you are have a mail communication, but you don't have access to the server, right? Hello,
Hello.
Yes,
hello.
sir.
Yes, sir.
You doesn't know what happened to the server, what happened to the system. Okay, so what happened to the network team? So it doesn't know. So without having
Having the
doubts or hesitation, it's a good practice to do one round of end-to-end testing of your particular working application in your project. Make a habit of that one. Okay,
okay, sir.
is it clear?
Yes, sir. It is clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, in this end-to-end testing, we are keep the workflow and everything, but we need to keep an eye in the UA testing also. So what is meant by UA testing means user
User interference testing.
interface testing, UI. So look and feel how the application is working, how the application is responding, what is the performance of the
There is
application.
an issue in the sound.
From my end,
No.
others please go on mute. Yeah. Okay.
It's better now.
Yeah. So now we discuss about different types of testing. Okay. Okay. See, are you able to see my screen, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you can see the manual testing. Okay. So here I told you about yesterday the terminologies. Okay, you need to go with the terminologies, then only you can understand this one. And I told you yesterday about you need to understand the levels of testing. Okay, so what is does mean? Okay, so initially at the first level of types of testing, there are three will be there: white box testing, black box testing,
Box testing.
gray
Gray
box
box.
testing. Okay, so you need to know about what is meant by white
White
box,
box.
what is
Black
meant by
box.
black box, what is meant by gray box.
Gray box.
Okay, so you people, I mean, people are from the different domains. Those who are from the non-IT or those who doesn't know any idea about this means, guys, there is no any kind of box which was painted with white, painted with black, and painted with gray. So it is just like a terminology which was used for in the testing prospect.
Testing for
Yes.
Okay. So let's begin with white
white
box.
box test.
Okay. So this white box testing, 90 to 95% in many organizations, most of the organizations, most of the companies, developers will do the white box testing. Okay. So developers will do the white box.
White
White
box
box
testing.
testing.
So what we have to know about this white box testing was the person who is testing the application should have minimum knowledge of coding. Then only he will do the white box testing. Okay. The people, even though the testing team people will also do the white box testing, if they have some knowledge in the coding level,
Coding level.
white box testing will be. So when the developers will do white box testing, so once the developer completed or finish his code, before handling the application to
Testing
development team to testing team, dev team to QA team, okay, before handling their code to development team to testing team, he will do a self check of his code or implementation or functionality or feature by line. Such type of testing is called white box testing.
Yes, sir.
Okay, is it clear?
Yes, sir. It is clear.
Yes.
Yes.
Then come to black box testing. So this black box testing was definitely must and should done by the testers only. Developers will not or should not involve in this part. Okay. So the black box testing is done by the tester. So what tester will do in this black box testing was they will check the functionality, they will check the feature, or they will check the requirement, whether it was satisfying or matching or mapping with the customer or client needs or the requirement document. Okay, even though they doesn't know about what type of coding is implemented in the development, such type of testing is called black box testing. Okay, so without knowing any coding knowledge, okay, basing on the requirement, basing on the understanding of functionality or feature, testing an application or product, okay, is called black box testing. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now come to gray box. So gray box, you can see here a line. Gray box is a combination of both white box
White
and
box
black-
and black
black
box.
box testing.
so now you can give the answer. What is meant by gray box testing? What the tester will do for that?
The tester have
Tester
minimum
knowledge.
knowledge of the
Will have
testing
both the
code
knowledge,
and
internal
internal code and
requirements, whatever are required.
No, I am hearing more ladies' voice. I want to hear gents' voice. Sujit, no.
Yes, sir.
Sujit, no. I want others people.
Yes, sir. Gray box testing means that it's a combination of white box testing plus black box testing.
Yeah. So what the tester should have for that?
A tester should test that based on internal logic and the requirement, I mean client requirement based on
Yeah,
the
they
client.
should have the knowledge of coding.
also.
coding.
They should have understand the functionality,
Functional.
understand
And the features.
requirement and
And the
feature.
features.
Then only they will do the gray box.
Gray box testing.
Okay. So in the interviews, they will ask what is meant by gray box. You can say gray box testing means nothing like it is a combination of both white box and black box. The
Black
tester
box.
who doesn't have, who have the knowledge of both
internal coding.
testing and sorry, both coding and
Both
good
coding and
Coding
understanding
and
the
understanding the
functionality and features.
requirements and
Okay,
features.
is it clear?
yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, so now we have
So in the industry field, what do we call gray box testers, sir?
no, there is no segregation of white box testers, black box. So they'll call it as a test engineers.
In the video,
Yeah.
there is SDETS, I guess, sir.
Okay.
I didn't get the word.
Yes.
That is why I asked.
Yeah. One guy is there, Nagaraju or something. I also followed that video. But this black box testing, gray box testing, okay, it has to be there if your project bandwidth is more. Okay, if they want more testers, more
Yes,
resources
sir.
for that project, then they will segregate the team for different perspective. Okay, one
Okay.
testing team is there to test complete UA testing. So one testing team will do functionality, one testing will do black box, one testing will do deployment activity. If the
Okay.
project is having more, okay,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
is it clear? Suppose if the project bandwidth is less, then the team size is less than 5, then only one tester has to do all this. It depends. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. Now we'll discuss about some basics. So smoke testing we will discuss today, and so yeah, see, you can see here, right? What are all the techniques will come in the white box? Data flow testing, control flow testing, branch coverage, statement coverage. So these type of testing, who will be done 95%? Developer.
Develop.
But tester also will do, but they have to be some knowledge in the coding. Without having proper knowledge in the coding, they cannot understand what type of logic implemented by the developer. Okay. Okay, so coming to black box testing. So there are two types are there: functional testing, non-functional.
Non-functional.
Okay, so we will see about this functional testing. So what is functional testing and what we will do with this functional? So the name itself mentioning functional testing. Okay, so you have implemented one feature or one advantage or one update of an application. You need to test the feature. Okay, such type of testing is called functionality testing. Okay, so we need to compare the actual result and expected result. Okay, so if this actual result and expected result both are same, then that the scenario will be get pass. Okay, if the actual result does not does not match with the expected result, you need to raise a defect for that one. So we will discuss those things in the later part. Okay, so what is meant by functionality testing means you need to test the functionality which matches with the actual result to expected result. So where we need to refer this actual result? Based on the requirement document, right? So what is our Bible for the testing? Requirement.
Requirement document.
See, testing the application is very easy, but without understanding the requirement and functionality, testing the application, then you will be a fool for every day in the front of development team. Why? Why you become a fool means?
We don't know whatever the requirement.
You can raise a defect. When I am testing, I am getting this. He will simply say, go and search in the requirement document. Or please understand the requirement. Are you understand the requirement? These type of questions will be come from the development team. So before getting those comments from the development team, So you need to understand the requirement and then only start the testing. Without understanding the requirement document, doing the testing is no use. You cannot able to identify any bugs. Do you agree with my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now coming into the, okay, this functional testing. Okay. So you can see there are two. Testing was divided into two types only: functional testing and non-functional testing. Okay. So in this type, you need to verify the only functionality features, whether it is properly designed, properly coded or not. If it was not matching with that one, you need to raise that defect. Okay. So what the tester has to do in the functional testing, he need to verify the requirement in the application. He need to analysis to make a plan. So how to test the application? In how many ways we need to test this functionality? In how many ways we need to test this feature? Okay, so some positive scenarios will be there, some negative scenarios will be there. Okay, I will give an example for this one. Okay, after this discussion happens. Okay, and we need to write the test cases. Okay, whether the test cases will be mapped to the requirement, and we need to execute the test cases. Okay, if you are identify any issues, we need to log check that. Okay, so what are all the things for do for functional testing? You need to understand the requirement, you have the plan, you have the test cases, you need to execute the test cases. If you are identify any defect, you need to address that defect. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
now,
sir, it is
What
clear.
is mean by the test case?
sorry, yeah,
What is mean the test case?
test cases we will come to that bottom. Please
Okay,
wait for,
okay, okay.
okay.
Just
So yeah, so these things are not required. So in this functional testing, these many types will become. So system testing, regression testing, retesting, smoke testing, unit testing, integration testing, database testing, white box testing, static, recovery, acceptance, ad hoc, component, UAT, gray box, and black box. Okay. So today, so already we have covered unit, integration, and UAT, right? Right?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
sir.
And we have covered black box.
Black
and
box,
gray box.
gray box, white.
White box.
Now we will discuss about this smoke testing.
Smoke
Okay.
testing.
Okay. After this smoke testing, I will show what type of functionality we need to test or how it will be. Okay. So basically, what is meant by smoke in general? Not smoking, smoke.
If there is a fire, automatically smoke.
Okay. See, whenever
It
here,
explains there is fire.
okay, okay. So whenever here we discuss about what the things internally will happen. Okay. So then we will come to the smoke testing. See, the developer has developed the functionality or feature with his code. He had written some code. Okay. So at the initial level, I told you before the development code handling over to the testing team, what the developer will do?
Self-testing, white
Test
box
it.
test
Check
testing.
the line by line code
White
and
box
then
testing.
send it.
White box
White
testing.
box
Testing.
testing.
Okay, done. So from his end, white box testing is completed. What is the next phase? Once the developer completes the code, what is the next phase? So once the developer completes the code,
Module wise integration
Deploys
test.
to the,
okay, he will deploy the code from
put to
the
the.
development server, dev server to
Test.
QA server.
Yes.
Okay, from the development team, we are taking the code, or development team giving the code what they developed to the testing team. They are implementing that code from their dev environment, handling that code to the QA environment. Okay, so they will put it in one server. So assume that development server is D server and testing team server is D server, just for naming convention or not understanding purpose. Okay, so developer deploys, I mean, he was handling his code to the testing team. Okay, done. So once the developer given the code, he will send a common mail to the entire team. Okay, generic mail. Okay, hi team, I have developed this feature and functionality. I have deployed this code in the QA server. QA team will take the build. Okay, so please remember these words: build, deployment, dev server, QA server. Okay, so once the developer sends a mail, so what happens? The testing team will respond to the mail. When the development team deploys the code from the dev server to QA server, the tester or the testing team, any resource, will log into that testing team server and they will try to get the code. Okay, in case if they are facing any problem to getting the code from the dev server to QA server, immediately we have to send a mail to the dev team. I am unable to get the code from the dev server to QA server. In case if there was any configuration issues, you need to send a mail. Okay, so this is another part. Okay, suppose if everything went smoother, so you need to acknowledge that mail. Hi dev team, we have deployed the code from the dev server to QA server and we are starting the smoke testing. Okay, so why I have make this entire conversation before smoke testing? You need to know what the process will be happen before going to start the smoke testing. So who will give the code for the testing team?
Developers.
Developers,
So
dev team.
which server to which server they will deploy the code?
Dev team
QA
to
server.
QA
To
server.
test
server
server.
to deployment
QS.
server.
Okay, so what in a generic mail they will send? They will send the QA team will.
They will send a
Build.
common mail to the
Common
QA team.
QS.
Okay,
Build mail.
so they will call it as a build mail.
Build.
Okay.
Build mail.
So if the tester team takes the build, what mail they have to acknowledge?
Whether if it is functioning or not.
Okay, so we
If it
are
is successful,
starting
we
the
will send.
smoke testing. Okay, so in the smoke testing, we need to test major functionalities, major requirements, major features in the application. Are you facing any blockers? Are you facing any major issues? Okay, testing the application main features without any blocking is called smoke testing. Okay, hello.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
See, you can see here, smoke testing is also includes the basic feature, main feature or main implementation of the feature is called smoke testing. And here we are also doing parallel build verification also. Okay, so why we need to do the smoke testing? Because at the initial level only, if you are facing any blockers or any issues, we can send mail. But while doing the smoke testing, we are facing this problem. See, how can we do identify blockers? Okay, see, everybody is using Facebook, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so assume that you are testing the Facebook application. Okay, so you just receive a build mail from the development team. Okay, you just started the login functionality of Facebook application. Are you clear with what I am saying?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Just having an example, Facebook application you are having, and you need to test the login functionality. Okay, when we start the testing of login functionality, what are all things we need to have? You need to have the valid email and valid password. Okay. So if you provided valid email and valid password, after that clicking on login button, what should happen?
Login.
It should log in.
You are
You
able
should
to
open the
log into
Gmail page.
Facebook
Facebook
dashboard,
homepage. Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
In case, if even though if you given valid email and valid password, you are unable to log in. Is it sense a blocker?
It's a blocker.
It's a blocker only.
Is it sense a major issue?
Yes, major issue.
If you are, you need to test thoroughly and deeply, and you need to address this point to the development team. Boss, when I am testing the login functionality in the smoke level only, I am unable to log in. I am getting this error. Okay, we are blocked from this end only. So you will just hand over your ball to the development team. Then you don't have work for that until the developer fix that issue.
Yes, sir.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Okay. Now we'll go to the sanity testing. Okay, so it is also similar like smoke testing only, but here we are verifying the high level business scenarios, high level, top level functionalities, whether it is working fine or not, or previously whatever the bugs was raised based on that functionality, is it fixed or not? Okay, so it is a upgrade version of smoke testing. Okay, is it clear? Okay, so now we have
Sir, we are getting some kind of disturbance.
okay.
Okay.
So up to now we have discussed about smoke testing, okay, sanity testing, gray box testing, white box testing,
White box test.
black box
Functional
testing.
Black
testing.
box testing.
What is meant
And
by functionality testing?
testing.
Functional and non-functional.
Okay, what are all the types of functional testing?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay, so in this also already we have covered unit testing,
Unit testing, integration testing,
UAT testing,
UAT testing,
and acceptance also. Acceptance also similar like UAT.
UAT only.
Okay, now I will, yeah, so I will stop recording for this.